Oscar, can't you please forget about procedure just for once?
Your request is refused, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
What nerve! And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
Yes, Kate Walker. Give me the visa.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
What nerve! And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
Yes, Kate Walker. Give me the visa.
Oscar, the automaton that drives this train will be really impatient to leave soon because he's totally obsessed about punctuality.
Yes, Kate Walker.
And it's weird because sometimes when he drops all that stuff about procedure, he can be so charming and attentive.
Please refrain from attributing human emotions to me, Kate Walker.
Okay, see you later, Oscar.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Hans Vorarlberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it, it's huge!
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's Zoo, and he said you'd argued.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
I don't mean to be Miss Melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down-in-the-dumps head on.
Like Dan has a down-in-the-dumps head.
Well, yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead, and his eyes mist up, and his eyebrows kind of crease together.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far, but he's got such a goody-two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. Just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
I'll try. Good day to you, sir.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt border post, at your service, madam.
My name is Kate Walker. I've been assigned by my company to find a man who was supposed to be living in Syberia.
What a peculiar mission, taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, To my mind, the military zeal with which you insist on guarding this meaningless wall strikes me as equally futile.
I should be offended by your words, miss. But I forgive you, because you are young and unaware of the very real dangers lurking in store for us.
I need a visa to cross the wall and to continue my journey to the east. They told me that you are the only person in a position to issue such a visa.
Indeed, this responsibility is part of my duties. However, I am not currently issuing visas because nobody must venture beyond the wall.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous, in particular for a lady of your standing who is traveling unescorted.
Dangerous? What exactly do you mean, Captain?
The enemy, miss. The enemy. I've been observing them for several years through my telescope. There's one particular horseman stationed yonder. He's a scout from the invading enemy army, and he's been spying on us. So I have to be extremely vigilant. He knows that I know he's there, you understand? And as long as I keep my eye on him, he won't dare try anything.
Are you sure?
Please, take a look for yourself.
You claim that Hans invented the gate mechanism?
Affirmative, miss. He has such fine talent, don't you think? And from what I see of your train, his know-how hasn't diminished with time.
The most remarkable thing has got to be his automaton engineer. A marvel of mechanical engineering, and a personality that is larger than life.
If I had known the man, I would have asked him to create me a unit of automaton sentries.
Between the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
You claim that Hans invented the gate mechanism?
Affirmative, miss. He has such fine talent, don't you think? And from what I see of your train, his know-how hasn't diminished with time.
The most remarkable thing has got to be his automaton engineer. A marvel of mechanical engineering, and a personality that is larger than life.
If I had known the man, I would have asked him to create me a unit of automaton sentries.
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam. My respects.
See a Cossack horseman at all. There's just a dead tree in the middle of an empty plain. That poor captain must have really bad eyesight. Good day to you, sir.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Bergstadt border post, at your service, madam.
Captain, I can assure you that your enemy horseman is in fact simply a dead tree.
A tree? But that's totally ridiculous. I can tell you have never seen a Cossack before in your life.
How long has this Cossack been spying on your wall?
For a long time. Yes, a very long time. But they could attack at any moment. We simply cannot tell.
And he's been in the same position the whole time?
Cossacks are soldiers, miss. They're capable of great resistance and persistence in the face of adversity.
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam. My respects.
Doesn't look like that works. Colonel, sir.
Captain, miss.
But you have the air of a great officer.
You flatter me, miss. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that we frontier soldiers are often forgotten by the military administration.
There's no justice. I sympathize with you, Captain. Let us forget our worries for a moment and have a little drink together in the name of friendship.
It would be my pleasure, miss, but the regulations strictly forbid it.
Come on. A little glass of wine never hurt anybody, and nobody need know.
Wine, miss? You are putting me in a very delicate situation.
Don't deny yourself, Captain. Just a little glass. I assure you, it is excellent.
Well, perhaps just a drop.
Here's your glass. To your good health, Captain.
And to yours, miss. It's been a long time since I've drunk wine in such pleasant company. I admit, it is excellent.
Isn't it? You wouldn't think it came from Barrackstadt. It is made from the Amazon forest Sauvignon grape that has been miraculously conserved and cultivated in the station garden.
Well, well, well. The university authorities kept that one to themselves.
You know, Captain, it is essential that I continue my journey eastwards.
Please don't even think about it. As I've said, it's extremely dangerous. The enemy is spying on us.
Perhaps your Cossack horseman isn't quite what you thought. Perhaps it's just a dead tree twisted into a strange shape. You should take another look. You never know. Go on, Captain. Give it a try.
So be it. I will make this concession to the fairer sex, miss. But it does seem to be quite ridiculous. Incredible. How is this possible? By what strange magic? How could I have been so wrong for so long? The enemy was only a tree. I'm so ashamed.
It's not that bad, Captain. It's only human to make mistakes after all.
A tree. Nothing but a dead tree.
Pull yourself together, Captain. It's okay. And now I suppose there's nothing stopping you from issuing me a visa?
Yes, of course. There is no more danger. All these years. And now the Cossack has gone. There is nothing left to watch.
Captain, you should be delighted. From now on, you don't have to stay pinned to your watchtower. Travel can start up again normally. You will be able to resume your regular duties like issuing entrance and exit visas.
You are right. I will sign you a visa to cross the wall frontier immediately. 1,000 apologies. Here, miss.
Thank you, Captain. And keep your eyes open.
Miss, if we could keep this between ourselves, please. For the sake of my honor. You understand?
You have my promise, Captain. Here is the visa. I hope it's regulation, my dear Oscar.
It is regulation. Here is your ticket. Have a good journey, Kate Walker.
So, can we go now?
Indeed, we are already very late, Kate Walker.
Here you go, Oscar.
Now, please return to your seat, Kate Walker.
Yes, Oscar. Immediately, Oscar.
Walker! Kate Walker!
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see. Okay, let's try looking on the bright side here. I need to stretch my legs.
Is there something wrong, Kate Walker? Are you uncomfortable? Are the passenger facilities on this train substandard? I shall draw up a formal complaint form for you immediately.
No, Oscar, everything's fine, I assure you. A little walk will do me good, that's all. Gosh, it's really gloomy here. I wonder where on earth I'm going to find a winding machine.
I have total confidence in you, Kate Walker. You are, after all, a brave and resourceful woman.
Yeah, right. Oscar, you couldn't make a little effort for just this once. If we both went looking for the winding machine, the two of us together might find it quicker.
You are in all probability correct, Kate Walker. but the high level of heavy metal miasma that pollutes the atmosphere could cause havoc to my wheelwork.
Let's hope Hans Vorarlberg once lived here as well. Maybe he planned for his locomotive's unplanned stop and installed a winding machine as well. Otherwise, it's not looking great for the rest of the journey.
Do not forget that Hans Vorarlberg is a genius in the true sense of the word.
But is he a genius with a sense of forward planning?
We will find that out when we find the winding machine.
My God, Oscar, what would I do without you? We just keep stopping. When will we ever get to the end of this journey?
Simply wind up the spring and we can set off immediately.
From your mouth to God's ears. See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
Hello? Hello?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you? I can't hear you so good. Dan?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, you're breaking up. I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
Kate! Come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up. go that way. I can't go that way. You there!
My dear brother, what joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So, you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we've been hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I am so proud that Vorarlberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives.
Meanwhile, back in Valladolid, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
My God, Oscar! Oscar, talk to me! Are you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
What do you mean you've been attacked?
My hands! I no longer have them! They have been stolen!
God, you haven't got your hands! But who did this? What's going on here?
We can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian. A dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar!
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin, and he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker. A real monster. And he had... a weapon.
Oscar, please calm down. Everything's going to be all right. Right, Oscar. Let's go find this hand bandit. And this time, we're not going to be such a pushover.
Kate Walker, please do not think that this problem does not concern me. But if it's all the same to you, I would so much prefer to stay here, just to be on the safe side. An engineer never abandons his train, after all.
Yeah, sure. Another good reason not to lend a... not to help me out.
Kate Walker, even an automaton deserves a little compassion. I have just been savagely assaulted. Oh, I can feel one of my spasms coming on. I am on the verge of a clockwork breakdown. And all you do is accuse me of being selfish.
Okay, take a rest, Oscar. You're not much use without your hands anyway. See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay? What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now!
Your hands? And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss. Only borrowed them for a while.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship. Such precision crafting. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dreams. Everything is now in place. You see, I have converted this old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theater. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks, they've all been converted into one gigantic organ. I will be able to accompany the world's greatest living singer. Now all I need is her...
You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design. A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
Your passion amazes me. Have you designed any other automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ. I adapted an existing model, a reject automaton secretary. I reconstructed it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long, long ago.
Just who is Helena Romansky, then?
My dear, Helena Romansky is a great singer, highly popular. The greatest singer the communist world has ever known. And I had the privilege of seeing her perform a magnificent recital here in this very place. It was July the 2nd, 1969. I remember when her radiant figure appeared at the door of the train. It was unreal. She held out her hand, and I helped her step lightly down from the carriage. She was like an angel descending from the skies. We managed to get together a theater, Nothing like what I have achieved here today. But she still sang. Her voice was so warm, so uplifting. I remember how tears of joy streaked our black faces, filthy from the mines. I have never heard anything so beautiful in all my life.
You tell it like it happened yesterday.
It was yesterday, my dear, and it is engraved forever in my memory. Now she can return, and she will see what I have built for her. She will realize that this city has become the perfect jewelry box to hold her precious voice.
Well, that's some way to woo a lady. And what if I helped you to make some other hands just for your automaton?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need? And I very much doubt you are in any position to create such a perfect pair of hands.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkolzgrad, or what is left of it at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station without authorization?
I didn't choose to stop in your station, but my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American lawyer.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Right. And what brings you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch. I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time here in my factory.
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkolzgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age. That is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
This whole story is completely nuts. Listen, obviously all this has been just one big misunderstanding. So you're going to give me Oscar's hands back, and we're going to get out of your city immediately.
Out of the question. I must have these hands. That is all.
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time here in my factory.
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Conkoldsgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age. That is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
This whole story is completely nuts. Hi, Mom?
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply gotta get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, If it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin. Come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you, if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Oh, you do? Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great! Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arlbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. And thanks again. Catch you later. Director,
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Arlbad.
Arlbad? Helena Romansky is in Arlbad.
You know the town then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arlbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor has gone, along with all the generals and colonels, all washed away with the sea.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
How can I get to Arlbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
Yes?
Hey, can you hear me this time?
Yes, I can hear you just perfectly, Dan, but I can't talk to you now. I'm in a real hurry.
I wanted to say sorry. I know I wasn't very understanding last time. I've been feeling a bit bad about it.
Okay, you're a real sweetheart, but I've got to leave you now. I'm not angry with you, so don't worry. I've just got to catch up to someone, and quick.
But Kate, this is really important.
I'll call you back, Dan. I'm sorry. Hello?
Kate! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia. Great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arlbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Comkausgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No! No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldbergs. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care. Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works. Excuse me. Sir, sorry to disturb you, but yoo-hoo! Can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact! And we have liftoff! Oh, holy mother. A dame. A pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from... I'm a bit lost. And I guess you know this place.
The bar is Charles, at your service, man. Can I offer you something from the bar?
No, thank you. Tell me, how long have you been here?
For as long as it took for you to come along, sweet pea. Don't think I've been lonely. I got a bottle or two here. Take me company?
You're a soldier, aren't you? Ex-cosmonaut?
Hey, honey, that's all in the past. Hell, let's talk about today. Let's have a drink. That's an order, soldier.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now, just a minute. We gotta need a special bottle for this special occasion. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
I heard that maybe you could lend me a vehicle or something?
A vehicle? All our vehicles were picked up and shipped out to the borders years ago. General's orders. I say, let us raise our glass to this finest soldier this country's ever known, little lady.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'm not in the mood for a drink right now.
And you'll live to regret it to your dying days, sweetheart. To your health, while you have it.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Karlsberg. Of course I know that name. But sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen something like that around here.
Vorarlberg. He's a person. I'm looking for him, and I think he might have come by here a few years ago.
Well, in that case, let us raise our glasses to this brave man and his very good health.
I came here by train, but I've got this mechanical problem. I had to leave the train down in the industrial zone. The director down there told me you were here.
Ah, Borodine, that dumb traitor. I tell you, he's gone over to the enemy, over to the dark side. It's terrifying, the darkness. Eating out his brain. The jerk.
That's maybe going a bit far. He is a little eccentric, I'll grant you that. But when you live on your own, cut off from the world for so long...
His brain's gone AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain. I've got a cure. See? My secret antidote. Go on, have some. It'll stop you getting a cold.
I don't think I'm in a high-risk category, but thanks anyway. So many birds nesting around here. What attracts them all here like that?
Dumb birds. But at least a bird don't get bored, does it? See? They can fly. Them birds. Jeez, they can fly.
Sounds like you're jealous of them.
Well, maybe you're just right there. Because sometimes I like to let Soyuz loose and watch them circle for hours on ends. Birds, they crap themselves when they see him coming. Don't stop them coming back, though.
Soyuz?
Soyuz, ma'am. A silver angel. A savior who cleans our cosmodrome of them dirty rats with dirty wings.
I need to get to Arrowbad, and quick.
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here and keep you covered. I got the supplies here. Gotta keep an eye on them. Tricky job, too, you know. All these bottles.
I was going to... Forget it, it doesn't matter. He's too drunk to help anyone anyway.
I am not drunk. I have drunk. A little. Strange. Sure, I left a bottle or two around here. I gotta get some air. Wall's getting pretty tight. We'll think about that blast off later, huh?
Are you okay, Colonel? Are you sure you're all right? Be careful! Don't lean out too far or you'll... need a key. I don't need to use this console. Not yet.
stop it! Now! You want me to drown?
Calm down, it's all right. Just a little wake-up call, that's all. You must have had quite a bit to drink.
Gee, you're right there. Not the first time, either. Probably won't be the last. Man, my head. Please, could you whisper?
Please, do excuse me. But it was the only way I could think of to bring you back to your senses.
A little extreme, maybe. But I get the impression you're a lady who likes to see results.
Sir? Sir?
My head. Oh, my poor head. I need some quiet. Please, can I have some quiet?
Does Arrowbad mean anything to you?
Arrowbad. It's been a long time since I heard that name. It's a spa resort, ma'am. Top brass of the regime would go there. As well as convalescing soldiers, tired politicians, profiteers and rackers, the whole caboodle. They go live it up, all expenses paid. One privilege I never got. Just 2 steps away from becoming the nation's hero, and no free holiday for me.
And where exactly is this place?
Further east. We never had to know where exactly. The airship was programmed to take vacationers there. From here.
Do you think the airship still works?
No idea. It's been so long since it was used.
And then I've got to learn how to use it, too.
You won't have any worries there. It has an automatic pilot. Go visit if you want. Here's the key.
Thanks. Doesn't look like that works. there you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
Maybe. I've got some idea. But you look like you're a pretty good mechanic.
Let's just say that since the start of the journey, I've managed to get by and get to know Hans Vorarlberg's strange contraptions.
Okay. I have a deal to make with you. I've been living in this dumb launcher site for years. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to the stars on that flying wing. And I better make that trip before vodka stews my brain. But I gotta know how it works. And you look like you might have some clue at least. If you could help me get to the stars, I'll tell you how the airship works. What do you say? We got a deal?
Why not? I'll see what I can do for you. There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
I've got some idea.
Let's just say that...
Okay.
There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
Maybe. I've got some idea. But you look like you're a pretty good...
Let's just say that...
Okay.
Why not? There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
I've got some idea.
Let's just say that since...
Okay.
What? Comrade Boris, I need a few drops of your blood.
Excuse me?
To get the centrifuge going, we'll need to analyze the pilot's blood. If you're going to the stars, you've got to be in good health, you see? That's why I need a blood sample. It won't hurt.
There's two things a good soldier is always ready to do. Drop his pants and spill his blood. Go ahead.
I'll only be needing your blood.
My pleasure, ma'am. Ow!
Okay, I think I've figured out how it works. Get settled in and let's go. Colonel, are you all right?
Never been better. It's spinning a bit, but I am used to that. I'm a professional pilot. Miss Walker! Come in, Miss Walker! Are you receiving me?
Clear as smog. Can you speak up?
I'm ready. Press the launch button.
Okay, here we go. Good luck.
Takeoff procedure engaged. Countdown commencing.
Colonel, you've forgotten to tell me the secret of the airship. What do I have to do?
The airship will need to be right up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff.
Hello?
What do you think you're doing, Kate? I wanted updates. I wanted results.
Certainly, Mr. Marson. We all do. Down on the ground, we're doing all we can, but there's no new developments.
Kate, I don't think you understand the urgency of this situation. Universal Toys are on my back and digging in. I can't hold them off much longer. You're putting the firm in a very tricky situation.
I am very sorry, but a slight mishap or two has meant that I've had to modify my mission temporarily.
Miss Walker, you're walking on a minefield here. I don't have to underline that this affair is Class A priority numero uno. Hot!
I am only too aware of that, Mr. Marson, and believe me, I am doing all I possibly can. But this mission is really no piece of cake.
You can have all the cake you want and eat it too when you get home. Next time I call you, I want something concrete, something solid. I want results. You understand? Results!
Yes, Mr. Marson.
передачу Джаркаеву. Зидан. Кумир местной публики. Он здесь везде, даже, извиняюсь, на стене общественного туалета. Здесь на Стад де Франс 7 фотографий Зинедина Зидана. Никифоров сыграл на опережение. К мячу рвался Джаркаев. Французы обосновались на нашей половине поля. Бартес скучает. Бартес получил травму на тренировке позавчера. Борьба была, я видел кадры тренировки по телевидению. Он боролся, причем всерьез, с Бексантом или заразил со своим защитником. В итоге Бартес наступил на мяч, лежал на поле и даже вот думали, что может быть другой голкипер Раме из Бордо его сегодня заменит. Вера. Пас налево. Анри. Анри обыгрывает Даева. На таком ложном замахе, а вот передачу сделал не только и Анри на наших экранах лидер Арсенала.
Good morning, sir.
Good day to you, ma'am. And welcome to the Hotel Krotsky. I don't expect you've made a reservation, have you? Well, no matter. We've got a few rooms left with a sea view. By far the best on offer.
Well, actually I wasn't counting on staying in Arrowbad.
I see. It's like that then. So, what can I do for you?
From what I've been told, the famous singer Helena Romansky is living in this hotel.
And?
If you could possibly tell her I'm here, I must speak with her. It's urgent.
Are you a member of the family? What is your relationship to that lady?
None. I don't even know her. But please, can you inform her that I must see her?
Did you not hear me right? Madame Romansky is a privileged member of our clientele, and I very much doubt if she wants to talk to a total stranger who's just washed up off the beach.
I just need to speak with her for just a moment. Then I'll leave. I promise.
I'm sorry. I can't let anybody just come and go here. Guests only. An establishment like our own has to think of the well-being of its guests. We like to think of ourselves as a stronghold, resisting enemy invasion and unwanted callers. The world is a strange and changing place, ma'am, and its roads are full of undesirables and indespicables just waiting to abuse generous hospitality.
Could you tell me if a certain Hans Vorarlberg has ever been here?
On a spa holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register is strictly confidential.
Come on, please. It's not like it's a state secret you're telling me here.
And if I just let you consult our register, what am I going to get out of it?
My eternal gratitude?
That's just what I was expecting. Adieu, as the French say, madame.
Sir, I really could use your help.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but my helping hand only serves my hotel guests.
Well, let me just say that by helping me out, you'd also be helping out one of your very own guests.
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little finger. You hear?
Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer sent by a major American law firm to take care of a delicate inheritance case.
Ah, very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment. Between you and me and the brick wall, I often play the role of general manager here, too. Ah, these days the place ain't what it used to be.
This hotel is truly incredible, though. It's kind of sumptuous in an old-fashioned way.
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century, they have accommodated some of the world's greats. Would you like to take one?
No, it's okay, thank you. I'm not staying. I've got to get away. I'm expected.
Right. Well, in that case, I don't see what I can do for you.
I want to meet someone who lives here.
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't too open to, impromptu visits from any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Please, I absolutely must speak with her. It's very important.
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world, which ain't turning so good these days. Don't be kid. Good day to you, ma'am.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but I couldn't. So please, can you bend the rules just a little, sir?
Ma'am, in this hotel, we don't bend nothing for no one. With respect.
Usually I travel on this fantastic mechanical train. Haven't I seen some kind of a station here? Is it possible to arrive here by train, then?
Of course it is. What were you suggesting? If I'm not very much mistaken, that's your air balloon I see getting blown to shreds in the hotel garden.
Oh, yeah, the airship. That's a bit different. I just borrowed that to make the round-trip journey to Arlbad.
Whatever. You better think about getting it off there, and quick. With that contraption on my lawn, some of my clientele might have a relapse.
Well, thanks anyway.
At your service, ma'am.
I'm sorry to disturb you again, but I've absolutely got to meet Madame Romansky.
Don't even think about it. Any way into this hotel is bolted.
Why are you telling me that?
No reason. Like that, just in case you feel like walking in and rummaging about. The times are changing, ma'am, and we've had to introduce a security system. Keep out unwanted visitors as sure as we keep out the sand and the salt, if you get my drift.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks again for your warmth and hospitality. Well, thanks anyway.
At your service, ma'am.
Sir?
You again? You're beginning to really overstep the mark. I warn you, one more and I'm going to... But what the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already too much work to do?
Doesn't look like that works.
Ну а для нас первый матч с командой Туниса 5 июня. Валерий Карпин на ваших экранах. Наши, наконец, перешли на половину поля французов. Анопка подключается. Справа от него Даев. Ну, в общем, та расстановка...
Doesn't look like that works. Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
Are you the hotel barman?
My name is James, miss. James, the automaton nurse. I am not a barman.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you.
If you don't mind, miss, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more rigorous in the terms you employ in the future.
Have you ever heard of a Mr. Vorarlberg?
The name is not entirely foreign to me.
Really? You know Hans Vorarlberg?
That I cannot say, miss. Madam has forbidden me from talking about him and even mentioning his name.
Why?
Nostalgia, sadness, medication. Call it what you humans will. We never had this conversation, did we, miss? Madam would be very angry to learn that I know, and now you know as well.
Don't worry. Mum's the word. Do you know Madame Romansky well?
I have been in Madam's service since my inception.
So you must have seen a thing or two. That must have been amazing to take care of such a great lady on all her journeys, be a part of all her recitals.
I was but a twinkle in my Creator's eye. Madam required my services shortly after her arrival here at the Hotel Kronsky.
Can you take me to Helena Romansky?
Not at this hour, miss. Madam will still be watching the sea at the end of the pier.
So?
Madam knows perfectly well that during this season I don't go down to the pier. My wheelwork goes dicky under the double corrosive action of the salt and sand winds. Listen, you can hear them sweeping up and down the beach and out to sea. We call it the salt wind here. It'll drive us all crazy one of these days.
Come on. Just make a little effort.
No, I'll stay here and make ready for Madame in case she needs me. She can be so unpredictable, such violent swings of mood.
My name is Kate Walker.
Pleased to meet you, miss. You are not here for treatment, are you?
No, I'm not. I only want to meet Madame Romansky.
I would be delighted to serve you tea when Madame returns from her constitutional.
I don't want to impose. Maybe your mistress won't want to take tea with me.
Madame likes to complain for the sake of it. Believe me, she loves visits.
In that case, thanks for the invitation. I'm looking for Madame Romansky. Do you know where she is?
3:30 to 4:30 p.m., Madame Romansky takes her daily constitutional on the pier. Tea is served at 5 o'clock sharp.
Is it possible to go see her?
As you wish, but do pay attention to the salt wind.
Do you know Komkalsgrad? I left my train there with its engineer. You'll never guess what. It's an automaton just like you. There's even a family resemblance.
Firstly, I would say that I do not know Komkalsgrad. Secondly, I have never taken a train. Thirdly, the existence of another automaton with such a degree of finesse as myself appears very unlikely. Madam has always assured me that I am a unique model, a gift from a former admirer.
Yeah, but you two really do look alike. And you know, I miss him.
Why is he not here with his train then? I would never allow Madame Romansky to leave on her own.
It's a long story, but hopefully I'll see him again soon.
Such attachment is very touching, miss.
Well, I'm going, James. See you later, maybe.
It would be a pleasure to see you again, miss.
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works. Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
Well, I'm going, James. See you later, maybe.
It would be a pleasure to see you again, miss.